So here it is, the whopper of bad news regarding this car, in a nutshell. Well, it's not in a nutshell, it's actually in the boot. What's up guys, and welcome back. I know it's been a long time, I do apologise, and yeah, I just wanted to wait really until my new build arrived, which, yeah, it took quite a while. Yeah, you may have noticed that the shipping has been sort of a bit delayed, somewhat due to bad parking, but others due to, yeah, increase in shipping due to the old pandemic thing. But I have been working on the cars, and yeah, I can't wait. Yeah, I'll explain this bit as well. Right, so yeah, I thought I'd dress up for the occasion because I've bought myself a swanky car, and I thought I'd dress a bit more business-like for it. What do you think? So it just left is the Mark 7.5 GTI. If you haven't seen the build, it'll be up here. Make sure you go and check it out. And the cheapest car in Europe that I paid only €1 for. More to come from this car, more to come. Now, I wasn't expecting to buy one of these. It wasn't on my radar, but once I saw what you could do with them, I had to have a go. I thought that is going to be a cool build. I'll tell you more about the transformation ideas later, because it is going to go quite substantially changed. But yeah, let's go and have a look at my new, I've bought a Mercedes.
I've got the control on the cap control. Caskets closed. Money cash roll. Type of facts of those. Separate toes.
Boom, so there you have it, my new Mercedes. Bit posh for me, don't you think? Well, that's where my little secret's coming in. I'm not telling you until the end, because you need to stay tuned to the end. Right, CLS 550. Now it's got AMG, some nice AMG touches on it, but it isn't an AMG. But it does have, now we can't open, we're not got round to opening the bonnet yet, and I've not gone round to opening the bonnet yet, because the only time I've actually looked over this car was when it came on the truck. Now this was a couple of days ago. It was peeing it down with rain, and yeah, I had to look over the car because yeah, I paid for insurance this time. I'm not sure if you remember when the whole Golf Mark 7 arrived, and even though that was completely wrecked, they actually managed to wreck it even more. So on this occasion I bought the insurance, so I made sure I had a goose of ganders inside and out just to have a look. But I actually haven't had a look under the hood, and that's what made me really buy it, because underneath that hood, being the 550 CLS, is a twin turbo V8 that kicks out over 400 brake horsepower. Oh, ow, oh, ow, ow, ow. Okay then, so let me try and serve you up what I like to call a shit sandwich, which is basically good news followed by the bad news in the middle. Then I'll try and finish on some good news, because you always want to finish on good news, don't you? So right, it's a primary damage front end, pretty obvious that, and secondary damage was listed as minor dents and scratches, which is why you can see on the body panels there's lots of like white pen, which is basically marking them all out. Apart from that, the car is a run and drive, and it does run and drive. I've driven it and it runs. Right, are you ready for this? Good news then. Good news is, yeah, it doesn't seem to have any frame damage. Well, not that I can see, I'm no expert, but yeah, all the frame rails seem in really good nick. Yeah, that would have been worst case scenario, I think. Yeah, and I believe there is no leaks, no coolant. Well, I've actually not, like I say, not checked the oil or the coolant or anything, because I haven't opened this at all. Hence that rather effective wire security device. So I think radiators, intercoolers, all that what is going on in the front, mechanically, I think we're okay. Other good news is it came with these AMG wheels, which are really cool. They are really nice, but I'm probably not going to keep them. So if anybody wants some delicious, stylish AMG wheels, then they come with Pirelli tyres, Pirelli P0s, new They are brand new Pirelli P0 tyres, both front and back. I think they're like 285s on the back. That's like the Wimperstan big, because this is a rear-wheel drive. They do come obviously in 4MATIC, which is the Quattro four-wheel drive version, but I just wanted sports, I wanted rear-wheel drive. All the windows have been tinted gangster already, that's pretty cool. I'm liking that, because that could have been quite costly. Well, certainly in France, that probably would have cost me about 700 euros. Rip off. I'd have done it myself though, but that's already done, that's good. All intact here at the back. Looks good. This car look like in person, it's really nice. I liked it before, when it came off the truck I was like, yeah, that's really cool. Obviously now I'm posh wimpy and all. And other good news for the interior is obviously no airbags have gone off. Frontal impact, no airbags deployed. Which probably means that most of the impact was quite high up, because, yeah, I don't know where the airbag sensors would have been, but yeah, obviously none of them have gone off. That's a good thing. Smells a bit funky in here. That's not bad news though. That's just an observation. What's that smell? It smells like businessmen in here. Yes. If it drops below 12%, flip it. Yeah, sell it. Dump it. Dump that shit. Yeah, I don't want it. Yeah, get me some of that fudge coin. Yeah. Fudge coin? Dogecoin. Whatever coin. I need coin. Watch them adverts. Subscribe. Help me. Drive, chauffeur. Drive. I have some golf to play. I don't like golf, but I better take it up now. I've got a swank car. Yeah, to be fair, if you start to try and talk about the tech in here, like, yeah, it's proper cool, man. I never did get that. Why, in the modern age, what's with those old man clocks? I thought that would have been sufficient for, like, adjusting your seat, but no, this one, you can, like, have massages and all sorts while you're bombing down the road. I haven't even pressed any of that. I hope it works. Here you've got sort of suspension, sports suspension adjustments, and I don't know what else that does. Aircon, and yeah, that's for listening to your gangster beats. Harman Kardon, you know. Yes, swank. So yes, all very sexy and luxurious inside. Are they speakers? They better be. That'd be cool. I think that's just ventilation. Shame. Tech-wise, loads of it. And like I say, it's really nice in here. Really impressed. Definitely feeling upmarket wimpy at the moment. Shall we take a look under the hood? Yeah. Yeah. Okay then, are we ready for this? This should, yeah, okay. Yeah, there we go. She's a beaut, mate. Showing. Yeah, 4.7 twin turbo V8. I think it's 410 bhp, give or take a couple of bhps. Seen quite a bit of dust, but yeah, that is a beaut. Right, first spot call as, yeah, although there's a couple of dinks in that radiator, so I figured let's have a look in the coolant to see, I don't know, do we have any leaks? Well, I can safely report that is good. Coolant wise, we're looking good. So, happy days, no radiator replacement. More good news from a shizzle sandwich. Right, okay. Now, let's have a quick geese ganders at the old oil situation. Well, it is registering only just. It looks pretty clean-ish. Is that good news? I'll chalk that up as good news. It has some oil in it. Okay then, so I think before we move on to the old bad news, let's grab the key and give it a start.
Do it.
Yeah, I suppose as you would expect, it comes with a really fancy, posh, sexy key. They are pretty, they feel really nice. Your chauffeur can, he doesn't have to put it in the ignition, just in his pocket is fine. And press the go-go button. What's that? That's not having that. Painting that. What's that paint on my hand? Are we ready? Yeah. Did you know, just for reference, did you know, on a stage 1 tune, that will do 520 bhp, and this is the mind-blowing bit. You ready for this? The mind-blowing bit. 850 Newton meters of torque. What? 850. Just put that into perspective. The Porsche Turbo S, that was torquey. That had masses of power. This thing is just chowing it up. It's just like, give me some more of that. Autobahn goodness. And that was a 750 Newton meters, and that had 4 wheels to plant it down. So massive tyres. 850 Newton meters potentially on a stage 1 tune through those. That's dangerous, right?
That's right. I am dangerous.
A couple of presses on the go-go pedal, shall we? That sounds sweet, mate. Obviously it's pretty toned down, pretty chilled. This is a posh car, remember? You don't want your neighbours to think you're some ghastly youth, no. That's more to come. That is to come though. Okay, so back to the old shizzle sandwich. Okay, so engine's good, sounds great. Sounds like it's got loads of power. Let's talk back to bad news, shall we? So here it is, the whopper of bad news regarding this car. In a nutshell. Well, it's not in a nutshell, it's actually in the boot. Oh, back to the old key and being posh car. Obviously you don't have to open the boot yourself because you might get your hands dirty, even though mine are dirty from painting my barbecue, if you were wondering. Looks good, doesn't it? Don't need to open the boot, just press the button. Are we ready? Let's go. Oh, guess that doesn't work then. Voila! Boom! There it is. There, or there. Should I say there it isn't? Because there isn't anything in there. That's the problem. Like, and I don't know quite why that was so necessary to remove. Like, basically the car's been robbed. Basically, in my mind, let's just loot this car for what it's worth. So even, obviously there might have been a spare tyre there. I don't even know if there was a subwoofer in there, because I know I have experienced this with the old Whimperstang, because the Whimperstang had a shaker subwoofer system and that got robbed, and that looks like cabling for some sort of big speaker that's been in here, that's been nicely 5-finger discounted. Yeah, even like the top cover bit, oh, that looks like I doubt Mercedes would have left that like that. There must be something that's meant to cover that up. Am I wrong? CLS owners, is there something up there? Anyway, right, I can't believe it, nothing. Now, what is so bad about this? By the way, that is the auxiliary battery. That isn't the actual car battery. Imagine, that wouldn't last long, would it? Back to my shock horror. Okay, so let's talk ethics here for a minute. Okay, so when a car normally gets in a crash and obviously gets taken off the road and to the garage, so this would have had a wallop in the front, gets taken to a garage, the garage then puts a quote together as to how much it's going to be repaired, and to do that obviously they start removing bits and looking around, checking things out. So all them bits that come off, they don't belong to the garage, they don't belong to anyone but the person that owns the car until the insurance obviously totals it, and then it belongs to the insurance company. So all of that still belongs to the insurance company, and yeah, then it heads off to the old salvage auction. Now normally, like I say, once the insurance pulls the plug and says, we're not doing the repair, all that stuff should go in the boot. All of it. So, what's happened here then? Well, I'm no detective, but I reckon it's been nicked. So I imagined as well that light there would have been a good light. Now this is a great thing actually with Mercedes, is when you hit the lights and you break the tabs, with Mercedes you can actually change them because they're screwed on. I don't have that privilege though, because I've been robbed. Okay, so I went trundling down to my local Mercedes garage, obviously dressed for the part, and with my little swanky folder, and I asked him how much a couple of new headlights, and he's like, ooh la la, he's French obviously, sacre bleu. Anyway, cut long story short, he's tapping away, slides over the old devis, or quote as we call it, or yeah, devis in France, and he's like, that, sir, will cost you, that'll be 5,800 euros, monsieur. At this point, I'm doing my, you know, obviously I am wealthy enough to own a Mercedes CLS, but I'm not. So I'm going to go, that's a not bad price, but in my head, I'm going, I can't afford that. That's like, that's what I paid for the Golf GTI, that is. That's what I paid for my smashed in Golf GTI, the whole car. And it had headlights. How does that nice turd taste in the middle? But at least the gentleman at the Mercedes garage was kind enough to give me the part numbers so I could go and get on eBay straight away. And I've not found anything, so yeah, any help with that matter, and with any of the parts, in fact, I will be leaving the chassis number both US and European, because Mercedes have two, and yeah, they seem to have very varying part numbers, so any help, the chassis numbers and my email address will be in the bottom. Please feel free to give me as much help as you can. Ignore the bumper, I've got that sorted. Just like all that stuff that's been nicked, bolts and all. Okay then, you know that feeling that, yeah, you've just been duped or you're just naive. Either way, never a nice feeling, is it? Never a nice feeling, no. So let's talk good news. Let's talk where I've managed to save a few bob. Now Mercedes is a bit too posh for me, if I'm honest. I don't normally, you know me, I'm not normally wearing this. So instead of me dressing up to the car, I figured I'd dress the car down to my level. To change the image of this car, like I say, dressing the car down a bit, I've got a bit of help in the form of like a collaboration in doing this project with Royal Body Kits. And if you're wondering what Royal Body Kits is, they are a supplier for body kits, and they've made it really easy because they've done all the hard work for you and basically condensing down what they think are the quality kits rather than the made in China things you find on AliExpress. They're just going to break and probably not get you through your MOT or pass a safety check. So I went on the website and yeah, went through the Mercedes CLS, let's see what's up to offer, and boom, there it was. A Pride Design body kit, which is manufactured in Germany, and yeah, like I say, it's all TUV inspected, all legit, and yeah, top quality. So I decided to get in contact with them, say, look, I'm thinking to buy one of these cars, what are you saying? And they were like, yeah, we're in. Cool. So luckily they've offered me a discount, and if it wasn't for that discount, this build would not be happening. And yeah, since I now have to buy them headlights, yeah, definitely wouldn't be happening. So thank you Royal Body Kits for joining in on the Wimpy Brothers on this build. Here it is, the Pride Design kit. Yeah, the kit includes like front bumper, rear bumper, side skirts, hood attached, hood things. I don't quite know what the hood parts are. Now let me just show you what that car would look like in black. And you know I like murdered out cars, so here's what it would look like. Menacing, right? That's what I thought. I thought that thing looks menacing. That is the program for this car. That is a program for the build. I hope you like the idea. I know some people, when it comes to mods and stuff, it's like, no way. So I am very excited about this build. I hope you guys are too. I know I've made jokes about this car being kind of like a, I guess like a business class, upper class or chauffeur driven car, but no, this is a proper real deal driver's car. And yeah, I am really looking forward to getting it on the road, especially after giving it its full transformation. So if that's something that appeals to you, like I say, please show me your support by hitting that like button, throwing down a comment down below, and all that good stuff. So until next time, I've been Wimpy, you've been awesome for watching, thank you so much, I'll see you in the next episode. Laters.